Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I could tell this question was difficult because there weren't that many responses. That's usually how I base the level of difficulty or the number of responses. So here we go. The question was, George borrows Stephen's car with permission. He would never steal a car for an evening. Unfortunately, Steve forgot to tell George that the headlight was broken. George got pulled over by a police officer and was issued a ticket. Does Steve, who owns the car, does he have to pay George back for the fine? So here we go. Traffic is something necessary for society, and therefore they fall under the category of dina de malchuta dina. You have to abide by dina de malchuta dina. And therefore, if you get a ticket, of course, you got to pay a ticket. You should not be doing such things. Now, the rule is in Ontario, the person, if you're something wrong with your car, it is the person driving the car is considered at fault. Therefore, the ticket is issued not to the car's ownership, but to the driver. That is the case in almost all provinces and states. A few states where that doesn't apply to. But in Ontario, you drive a car, you receive the ticket if it's a mechanical issue, not the owner. And therefore, he receives the fine, he has to pay it. Is the owner responsible for reimbursing? Meaning, is Steve obligated to pay George back? I don't believe so, because we know the rule is if you cause someone damage with a grama, it's indirect. You're not really damaging the guy. You borrowed my car, I forgot to tell you, type thing, I made you pay. If, however, Steve knew and consciously didn't tell him, then perhaps there'd be an obligation, midei shamayim, from a religious perspective, heavenly perspective, to compensate him, but no human court of law could extract the money since he didn't cause any direct damage. So the one-liner answer is, unfortunately, George needs to pay for the fine, and Steve, unless he did it maliciously, would not be obligated to pay neither what's called bidei adam or bidei shamayim, not from a heavenly court, not from doing the right and ethical moral thing to do, or from no court could extract him. If he did it intentionally, then perhaps he should really ideally pay him back for the fine. And of course, we should all drive safely, not speed, and make sure our car is in fully operational, safe conditions, and use winter tires. The snow is coming. Have a good day, everybody.